Bhagavate Nityanandaya. Avadhuta Parabrahma Bhagwan Nityananda has preached Ajatavada Tattva, and he followed it, practiced it by conferring Shaktipata Diksha to the disciples from different caste, community, creed and religion. And in the last episodes, we have already spoken about the disciples from Gauda Saraswata Brahmin community. And in the last two episodes, we have spoken about disciples from Bunds community, that is Puja Janananda Swami and Muktananda Paramahamsa. And in this episode, we will continue with disciples from Bunds community. A boy by name Raghu Shetty from Manipal Perdur was serving in an ancient Shiva temple at Anjaru. Natha sect usually used to visit this temple and they were impressed by his service. Thus, they blessed him with Jalastambhana Siddhi. After that, Raghu Shetty left to Mumbai in search of job. He was working in a hotel, and after that, he quit that job and came to Ganeshpuri to receive darshana of Bhagavan Nityananda. Bhagavan Nityananda conferred Shaktipata Diksha to Raghu Shetty and named him as Vivekananda, and then asked him to go to Ganagapur to do his sadhana. He left to Ganagapur, and with the assistance of Tammaya Kotyan from Ganagapur, he started working as a tailor in Gulbarga. Later, he felt detached from everything. He renounced everything and he wore saffron robe like a monk. He came back to Ganagapur, and there he happened to visit Avadhuta Bhattu Maharaj, who started guiding him. During Kumbh Mela, he confronted Mahatapasvi of Girinara mountain, the renowned sage by name Tatambari Muni, who on his own wish gave him Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Hanuman Mantra Diksha, and this is how Vivekananda became Vivekananda Muni. Later, he had divine blessing with Datta Sakshatkara, and he constructed Dattatreya and Maruti temple at Palashi, Maharashtra. He stayed in Kanchangarh Nityananda Ashrama for some time, and he left to Padubidri Nagaraj estate to worship in Datta Mandir. It was during his stay in Padubidri estate, he gave Diksha to Sri Devananda Swamiji of Odiyuru, who is famously known as Odiyuru Swamiji, and accepted him as his disciple. His other disciples are Swami Nityananda Bhandarkar, who has built famous Narasimha temple at Maruru. Puja Vijayananda Swami of Bevinkoppa had privilege to meet Swami Bhandarkar in Udupi. His one more disciple is Jayanti Prabhu from Manipal. Once it so happened that Puja Vijayananda Swamiji of Bevinkoppa visited Jayanti Prabhu's house, and as they were in conversation, they took name of Vivekananda Muni, and suddenly they felt strong fragrance. And the same thing happened when they visited one more devotee's house. As they took name of Swami Vivekananda Muni, suddenly there was the same fragrance. And this shows that Puja Vivekananda Muni did exist amidst us in the subtle body form. Vivekananda Muni visited Bevinkoppa Anandashram, Karnataka in the year 2003, and it is here he was cured of diabetes completely. He stayed for 6 months meditating in Dhyana Mandir. Even at the age of 92, he used to jump 7 feet like Hanuman. He is the one who installed idol of Lord Hanuman in Bevinkoppa Anandashram, and then he left to Mumbai. He breathed his last at the residence of his devotee in Mumbai, and his Samadhi Mandir is constructed in Palashi, Maharashtra. Before his Samadhi, Vivekananda Muni has asked a girl child of his devotee's house to note down all phone numbers. His memory power was too good that he did recall all numbers and asked the girl child to note it. He even told his devotee by name Purushottam Kudwa from Mumbai that Bevinkoppa Vijayananda Swami is a Avadhuta, and in all work related to my Samadhi, I wish Vijayananda Swami to be present. That's how Vijayananda Swami of Bevinkoppa visits his Samadhi Mandir at Palashi and he attends all programs. After the death of Vivekananda Muni, his body was brought to Pune and kept in morgue because he had a good number of devotees from Pune. And after that, his body was taken to Palashi for Samadhi process. At the time of Samadhi, devotees felt that it may be difficult to fold legs as the body was kept in morgue. But the miracle is that when they tried to fold his legs without their effort, his legs got folded as in Padmasana posture. The sacred water of Tulasi, which they poured into his mouth, went directly inside his mouth. It indicates that Avadhuta continues to live in subtle body form even after his death. Thus, Bhagavan Nityananda's blessing and command to go to Ganagapur has turned Raghu Shetty to Vivekananda Muni. One more disciple of Bhagavan Nityananda from Band's community is Vijayananda Swamiji. For 18 years, he served Nityananda Swami of Ganeshpuri, and after that, he was conferred with Shaktipata Dikshe. Vijayananda Swami, he built Sri Nityananda Janakalyana Ashrama at Malluru and Sri Nityananda Satsanga Ashrama at Shindogi. Vijayananda Swami's name by birth is Vittala Shetty and he is from Ambalpadi of Udupi district, Karnataka. He had great attraction towards spirituality from his childhood days. In future, he visited Ganeshpuri, Mumbai, served Bhagavan Nityananda, who conferred Shaktipat to Vijayananda Swami, and he used to do his sadhana along with Pujya Muktananda Paramahamsa. Bhagavan Nityananda once told him that if you want divine knowledge, if you want to do your sadhana, then go to Belagavi of Uttara Karnataka, where for every 30 km you can find a Jnani, a Avadhuta. It is a sacred place in the world. Go and continue your sadhana there. As per the guidance of Bhagavan, Vijayananda Swami reached Belagavi and there he used to listen to the preachings of Avadhuta Siddharuda as well as Basavannas. And he felt that all their preachings are similar to Nityananda Tattva, and later he developed a strong inclination towards Advaita and realized that it is the true philosophy to follow. Once after constructing Sri Nityananda Janakalyana Ashrama at Malluru, he started doing social welfare work, that is, he made senior citizen avail pension in easy way. He established Yuvaka Mandala for the welfare of youth and organized many welfare programs. He built Vivekananda Hostel. After that, he built Sri Nityananda Satsanga Ashram at Shindogi and continued to live there. But there was no one to look after Malluru Ashram. During this time, Pujya Vijayananda Swami was serving Avadhuta Sogalajja at Sogala Kshetra, which is famously known as Dakshin Kashi. Vijayananda Swami of Malluru heard through someone that there is a man in Sogala Kshetra who may come to Malluru Ashram to serve. So he sent a word to Sogalajja requesting him to send his disciple. Sogalajja blessed his disciple Vijayananda Swami and asked him to go to Malluru. As both of them are called by same name, Vijayananda Swami of Bevinkoppa asked Malluru Vijayananda Swami if at all he has to change his name, for which Malluru Vijayananda Swami laughed and said that it is the wish of Bhagavan and he has sent you here. Vijayananda Swami used to live alone in Malluru Ashram and he has witnessed many miracles in this ashram. Here, meditation used to happen on its own without any effort. He used to wear used cloth of Malluru Swami and experienced divine vibration while wearing it. And water used to fall on his head from the idol of Dattatreya attached to the wall during his meditation. he also had darshana of Bhagavan Nityananda conferring Shaktipat, and for the next 3 days he had divine experience of Samadhi, forgetting everything around him. After that, he came to Bevinkoppa Mallikarjun temple, and with the cooperation of a few devotees and with the blessing of Bhagavan, he could build Anandashram at Bevinkoppa. Malluru Vijayananda Swami continued to live in Shindogi, and he attained Samadhi in Sindogi. And the last disciple of this episode from Bunds community is Sadhvi Seethamma. Sadhvi Seethamma visited Bhagavan Nityananda at Ganeshpuri, and she was blessed with Paduke from Bhagavan Nityananda, and he brought that Paduke to Udupi, and she constructed Nityananda Matha in Udupi. There is a prophecy by Bhagavan Nityananda that this Matha built by Sadhvi Seethamma will become 9th renowned Matha. Seethamma asked Bhagavan Nityananda how she should proceed with the Pratishtapana or installation of Paduka, and whom she has to request to do it. For which Bhagavan Nityananda said, "You have built Matha in your own land. You are the one who has brought Paduka, and you have every right to install Paduka. In between, any lawyer or mediator is not required." This is the evidence to show that in Nityananda Tattva there is no discrimination of gender, no difference of caste, creed, religion, and no matter of poor, rich. Swami advised her to install Paduka in such a way that everyone can touch. Again, this command is also to remove discrimination. Later, under the guidance and direction of Pujya Janananda Swami, Paduke was installed. Pujya Sadananda Padiyar and Bevinkoppa Vijayananda Swami has visited this ashram several other times. Being ardent devotee of Bhagavan Nityananda, Sadhvi Seethamma used to chant Nityananda, Nityananda every time. And she had strong belief that if God exists, it is only in the form of Bhagavan Nityananda. Finally, she got merged with Bhagavan Nityananda. With this, we have provided details of all the disciples from Bunds community. And in the future episode, we will try our best to provide details of the disciples from other community too. Namo Nityanandaya. Om Namo